I'm a Georgia Bulldog till I die. Red and black running deep inside. Got that pride, you can see it in my eyes. Stand tall, yeah, we working through the night. G-A, that's right.
Welcome back, man. My apologies for being late. You know what I'm saying? Uh, man, I thought I could take a quick nap, man. I set my alarm and just didn't get up. But anyway, for what it's worth, I'm here anyway. So, uh, I'm definitely super duper late. Super duper late, man. So what's going on, man? What's going on? Cause I'm damn late. I got to see what the hell is going on. Just now, I'm like, what is going on? I got up like, man, my alarm ain't supposed to be doing my show tonight. What's the deal? You know? Hopefully I ain't missed too much. Probably missed the whole 225 girl. What's up? What's up, 225 girl? Probably missed the whole damn first quarter. What's going on with you tonight? I got the hair out. I ain't even got my dog's hat on. I got my dog shorts on, but I ain't got the dog hat on. Anyway, yeah, man. It be like that sometimes, you know? I don't know what happened with my alarm. I really don't. I got to figure that out cuz my alarm normally works. So, what's going on with this thing? Where we at in this game, man? What is looking like, man? Oh, okay, 7 up. Okay. Not much doing lab work on my laptop. Oh, okay. Okay. 7 up, huh? I mean, I had to watch this game because I got to see which one of these teams could possibly beat Miami. Because if neither one of these teams could beat Miami, then you know. I like Oregon's quarterback too. What's going on, Bruce? Yeah, man, I'm the one late, man. I'm pretty late. Mm. Yeah, man. I'm just trying to sit here and look at this because yeah, Dan Lanning got this team looking very good, man. He's doing a good job at Oregon. I mean, the defense. I just cut the game on, and Oregon's defense, looked like uh the way Georgia used to look. Yeah, boy. But Mendoza, he's the Heisman winner, so he's gonna make them big time NFL throws. So you know, so Major, in your opinion, uh, if Miami wins the Natty, do you think that this would be a bad look on Georgia because I think they might set up the narrative. Whoever wins this game tonight is it beating Miami. I don't know. I I don't I don't know if I want to say that though. Whoever wins this game isn't beating Miami. You know what I mean? I don't know if I want to say that though. Honestly, I just don't know yet. I just don't know yet. I know for me, this game determines, obviously who plays Miami for the national, but at the same time, both of these teams are pretty decent. So both of these teams are pretty decent, and I think the biggest thing that Miami has is a defense. Honestly, like, Carson Beck did very good last night. You know what I'm saying? He did, but it wasn't like it was something that was, super extravagant or anything like that. Like, I mean, you don't have to be, and defense does win those type of games. You know what I'm saying? But defense wins championships. But at the same time, you know, I don't want to say, damn, because at the end of the day, man, it's gonna come down to who got the best defense, and Miami does have a pretty stout. But last night, Miami defense seemed like they took a I don't know, like they got a little tired there. I don't know if you know what I mean. I don't know if that's what actually happened, but like towards the end of the game, it looked like they was a little not even the end, like midway. I would say like around after halftime, they seem a little drove. So I don't know. We have to just see. I don't really like to make predictions like that. I really don't, unless it's like a real hold on, y'all. I'm trying to do something. Unless it's like a real clean cut difference in both teams. Like, but it looked like to me that offensively, Indiana is definitely gonna get it done. Them boys look good offensively, man. Very good, pushing the ball and driving the ball downfield. Yeah. Uh-oh. Nice run, man. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Ugh. Yeah, Indiana with the touchdown. He said, "I guess because I'm looking at the defense and the O line, Miami's is unstoppable, but offensively they don't scare me." Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing. The defense looked very good early on in the game, like the first and second quarter. Like within the first and second quarter, the defense looked crazy. Like, but Mendoza got an arm too, so obviously he can, what I'm saying, if they can't get it done on the ground, he can definitely throw that thing around. But they want to run though. I can clearly see that they want to run. But, it's really not gonna happen, what I'm saying, on Miami's defense. I get it. They're gonna probably try to still establish the run game, but man, they definitely gonna have to get it in the air against Miami defense. I definitely don't see them trying to use that run game on that defense that Miami have. I mean, me personally, if I was a coach, I would still try to you know, get the run game going. But at the end of the day, that first and second quarter, them boys gonna come out hyped, ready to go. And Miami got a pretty good defense. Touchdown, touchdown, Indiana. I thought that last, that last. Okay, so that's working now. So let me put it down in the chat. Yeah, big time, right? You already know, man. You got to drop a bomb on him. Dozer, boy. Hey, that's an NFL arm right there, man. That's an NFL arm right there. And I ain't lying. He probably about the best. In my opinion, he's the best quarterback in college football right now. I mean, obviously he won the Heisman, but dude is a dude. Hey, pretty good, man. Pretty good. And everybody wondered about our quarterback, like, oh, should Gunner this and that. And I'm like, man, Gunner don't have the stats for this, and Gunner is not, he, like you say, laser sharp. He's not laser sharp. So I'm not, like, I know I talked about a whole lot of Gunner last night, and for me, Gunner is not Heisman type of guy. He's just a stand-in type of guy, manager team type of guy. You know what I mean? I still truly do will give Gunner Stockton the benefit of saying that if he have the talent around him and he has the O line, that he can help lead us to a national championship. Yo, 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 yo. We talking about your boy. We talking about your boy, Saul Gravy. I still believe, truly believe that if Gunner Stockton has the O line around him and he has the weapons around him, that he can help us or lead us to a national championship. But at the same time, we still gonna have to have that dominant defense, that Miami style type of defense. So, it ain't just gonna end with just Gunner Stockton having the weapons. And I just heard from my guy Mondo. He just gave me an update about Trey Richardson, but we'll get into all of that tomorrow. If I decide to go live tomorrow, I think I am still set up to go live tomorrow too, to talk about mainly these wide receiver recruits. I usually don't vape on the live, but man, I'm just waking up, man, jumping on this thing. I'm super duper late. I missed the whole first damn quarter. But, yeah, but I'm so interested in seeing what's gonna happen this season, man. Um, we just get, like I said, I wanted to save some of my talking points for the live tomorrow, because I want to do a live tomorrow, man. When is everybody going to be available? That's the main thing. I want to see when everybody going to be available, man, because I don't want to just jump on and not have a good turnout. You know what I'm saying? I got it set for, like, I think 5, if I ain't mistaken. I be doing so many things. Hold on, I got it set for like 5. Let me see. When do I have it set for? Or did I even set up a live? Thought I set up a live. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. For what time? Oh yeah, I think I did set it up for 5. So that's cool. 5 o'clock is cool for me. It's cool for me. All right, we back at it. 8 to 2 tomorrow. So the rest of my day is free, unless I run out and stop somewhere. Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna still try to do something live. I'm gonna only probably go for an hour though, um, because I feel like I need to do a few things, or and also get some rest. All right, man. We got Oregon back on offense, man. Let's see what Oregon gonna do if they gonna answer back or not. I do like that quarterback they got though. I think Dan Lanning is doing a damn good job with this team though. Honestly, I think he's doing a damn good job. That defense look good too. That defense look real fast. They don't look very big, but that defense look nice and crisp and fast, man. I mean, obviously it's early in the game, but yeah, man. I obviously I hadn't been watching no Oregon football like that. I need to start getting in tune though. Let me see what's going on. Let me pull up all my stuff. Yeah, but like I say, y'all, I'm gonna be talking heavy. We gonna be talking heavy about we gonna be talking very heavy about the transfers tomorrow. We're gonna be talking very heavy on, what we need to do tomorrow as far as, you know, defense wise. I know we just picked up a new defensive player. I think a defensive end from I guess he went to East Carolina or something like that or something. Try to watch Oregon games, but I always check out after a few minutes, especially when they start scoring quickly. Yeah. Yeah, I think East what was that team we got? We just got a defensive end, man, from wherever he's from. Um and I don't know how well he plays. I hadn't checked him out. I just all of a sudden seen it earlier today where that we got him, but it looked like it looked like, and I like I said, I'm gonna have more content available tomorrow to talk about because um it looked like Georgia's gonna be very good next in this season coming up. Like the guys that we have on the line, you know what I mean? Obviously it's gonna be a lot of young guys, but it's gonna be a couple of young guys, but we're gonna have some transfers and mix that all in. And I'm telling you, from what I'm seeing, it looks damn good. It looks damn good. Now I know a lot of people, and I don't like to talk about 5 stars or whatever, but the whole front line is the whole front seven are going to be 5 star guys. Like I saw it, and I'm like, damn, like I ain't even realize it really. You know what I mean? I ain't even realize it, but yeah, man, it's gonna be serious. It's gonna be serious. I see a change happening. I could see what he's doing, and a lot of times that's what Kirby does. Whenever it's when it comes to getting guys out of transfer portal, a lot of times it seemed to me that they are trying to figure out who fits better. As far as the players that we already got and the newcomers or the transfers, and a lot of times they trying to get the correct people to transfer over rather than just grab any damn body. And man, from the looks of it, bro, that defense it could possibly be one of the best defenses in college football next season. It could possibly be. So far, I'm liking the pickup they got, especially the defense. Give KJ some extra help, and the other additions I'm liking now. Let's hope we can put it all together, offense and defense. That's the thing. Could we do it offensively and defensively? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing for me. I hope that Georgia could be a complete team next season. I mean, damn, keep saying next season. All right, we'll see what August sit to second and six. See what they can do. What was this, Gabe Harris? Oh yeah, I knew. Somebody just sent me a message not too long ago saying that Gabe Harris coming back, which I knew that Gabe Harris, Raylan Wilson, I know those two guys was coming back. Um, but Yeah, I gotta get with my guy too. I got another person that I talk to a lot about the dogs, and I gotta get with him. All right, because I hadn't talked to him since we lost and to Ole Miss, so I know he got a lot to discuss. Anyway, 3rd and 2, man. Let's see what Oregon gonna do. Uh oh. Uh oh. Indiana got to stop. Man, Indiana might win it all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest. Indiana might win it all, and because I think the only thing that keeps Miami looking good is the defense, man. I think that's it. And the defense is gonna be super hyped in the first and second quarter. I can clearly see that. So I think that's the only hope that Miami got, because they offensively, like 225 girl said, they don't scare me at all offensively. I ain't scared of their run game. I ain't scared of Beck like that. Um, so honestly, I'm gonna go with Indiana. I'm gonna go with Indiana winning it all. I'm gonna go with Indiana running it all. It's gonna be a tough one though. That first and second quarter gonna be very, very. I don't know though. You know what? I'm sitting here thinking, man. I really don't know. I want to think that it's gonna be a very close game in the beginning against Indiana, because I'm rooting for Indiana to win this one. So I'm thinking it's a very close game in the first and second quarter, obviously, especially because Miami got a tough ass defense. And Indiana ain't gonna be able to run on Miami's defense. I don't think they, not at all. Not at least until probably midway. But yeah, man, that's gonna be another good one, man. Hopefully this turned out to be a good one. I mean, it looked like with this game right here, it looks a little. Let me see. What do you think? What do you think match up better against Miami, Oregon? That's what I'm saying. I think Indiana might match up a little better. I think so. I would want to see the Heisman winner go up against a defense like Miami, just to see how good of a damn quarterback he really is. Right? He's the Heisman winner. I would hate for the Heisman winner to be sitting at home watching, especially when he won the damn Heisman. Like, I want to see how good of a quarterback he really is. You know what I mean? He ain't played the best defense in college football yet, so I want to see him go up against a defense like that. Like I say, I know it's gonna be a tight game in the beginning, but I think eventually Indiana probably would pull it off. Because as far as last night, and that's a whole different topic last night, but and they still pulled it off. But it looked like they did take a step back towards the third quarter, I would say. But they still, nobody gave up though. Either team, Ole Miss. That's why I said that was a damn good game. Nobody gave up in that game. Nobody gave up, offensively or defensively. That was a pretty good game. Wow, a two-star prospect. It's just that's just recruiting. That's just recruiting right there, man. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? Dude was a two-star prospect. That's just recruiting all day. Who would have? I would have never knew that he came in as a two-star prospect. Mm. And that O line, man, that Indiana O line, they Miami gonna trample over them. That's the only thing. If that's the only thing, man. Miami is gonna trample over that damn O line. Like I say, especially in the first and second quarter, if Indiana pull this off, yeah, man. I don't know if I'm gonna take. I would take Indiana. Just sitting here thinking. I mean, I'm gonna just wait it out and see how this game turns out. But I don't know if I would necessarily take Indiana to win it all, though. I would want them to win it all. Like that would be, you know what I mean? That would be good for them. But man, Miami defense, man, them dudes are super duper physical. You know what I mean? They get to the ball. They don't give up either. And compared to this Indiana O line, man, like I say, it look like Miami might trample. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That boy getting it done with them legs, man. First down, Indiana, Mendoza. Mendoza took off and got it done. We definitely gonna see him on Sunday. With them type of wheels he got. Yeah, man, we gonna see him on Sundays. For real. Yeah, boy. I'm telling you, but I don't know who Oregon defensive coordinator is, but I know Dan Lanning probably got a lot of input. When I say that defense is fast, they ain't very big, but them jokers is super duper fast, man. That's all they needed. A block below the waist. Damn, 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 damn. Conference aside, Indiana would be a good underdog story if they win. But Miami defending the house, no, that's what I'm picking them. Yeah, if the Natty wasn't in Miami, I would pick it. I don't even without it being in Miami, 225 girl. I still don't know if I would fully out choose Indiana because, like I said, man, Miami's defense is gonna tower over that O line. Like big time. I don't see and like I say, they barely having a good time running right now. I mean, they trying to establish that run game. I ain't gonna say they having a bad time running, but they only seem to be averaging like 2 yards a damn carry. So that ain't even gonna happen against Miami. So even though Miami's offense is not a big time threat, we obviously can see that Carson Beck can get it done though, if he need to. You know what I mean? He definitely did it last night. So I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure if I'm gonna take Indiana. Yeah. That's why I'm just watching this game here because I haven't watched a ton of either one of these teams. So this game here is definitely telling. Oregon got that money too, so Oregon getting them top guys defensively too. All right, 3rd and 7. What you gonna do, Mendoza? What you gonna do, Mendoza? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Man, don't take the sack. Throw it away. What are you doing? Now that was a dumbass decision right there from Mendoza. That was a terrible decision right there. You almost fumbled the ball. You know what I mean? You get the ball back and then you try to like why? Almost get the ball. It was stripped. No, bro. You didn't have nobody, bro. You had a big ass old lineman and you had a guy double covered downfield. I would have just threw that shit away. That was a terrible play. That was his terrible decision on Mendoza. Mm. So man, like from like who y'all think is gonna have the most complete team in 26? Who's gonna have the most complete team in 26? Because I mean, it's gonna be a lot of teams losing a ton. Like Miami gonna lose a whole lot. Um, obviously, obviously Indiana's gonna lose a whole lot. Don't really know about Oregon. I'm sure Oregon is gonna lose some players. Um, as far as the SEC goes, I'm not sure about the SEC. It's gonna be a lot of teams losing players, gaining players out of their transfer portal. I'm looking around right now just to see who's gonna be doing what. Obviously, my main focus is Georgia, but this offseason, I'm definitely gonna be honing in on who's doing what, just to see coming in. Because a lot of times coming into the season, we don't know. We just judge based on the analysts and what they talk about. But I really want to see what team is gonna be a complete team. What up? What up? What up? What up, Governor? Yeah, I really want to see who's going to be a complete team coming into 26, man, because like I say, a lot of times when we come into these seasons, a lot of times we get it from the analysts for the most part, what's the most complete team, but hopefully Georgia will be the most complete team, but I just don't know yet. It's hard to say. I mean, Texas LSU Dogs uh will be in the mix, but in this era when it's hard to tell who will be completely. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you'll be able to tell for the most part. You'll be able to tell just judging based on who comes back. You know what I'm saying? The returners as well as, the transfers combined. Um, that's the main way that I would be able to tell, just due to who's coming back and the transfers and to predict how well they play together. But I don't know, man. We gonna see. I'm excited. No lie, I'm excited about this whole off season period. Just seeing all of these guys, that's going into the transfer portal. You know, I'm not even talking to just Georgia. I'm just period. You know what I mean? Obviously, it comes across my timeline and different people text me and, hey, this person committed. Da, da, da. So it's just a lot going on. Me being in Carolina, I hadn't even looked at what Carolina doing. The Carolina supposedly Shane Beamer um, claims that they're gonna be 10 times better this season. Couldn't believe that he said that after taking the loss. I forget what loss that was, but he said that. It was just funny, like, it was just funny that he said it the way he said it. But I have to check Carolina out, see what's going on with them guys. Got to see a good game last night, Miami and Ole Miss. Yeah, like that was a damn good game. Damn good game. Like I'm glad that it turned out the way it turned out. Shed a light, man. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What's going on, man? I be seeing you in the comment section sometimes, though. Uh-oh, fumble. Oh, wow. 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 Indiana gets the ball back at the one. What is it, at the 2? Indiana get the ball back. Not. Where did they get the ball back at? Damn. Oh, man. Oh, the running back, man. He hit his running back. Boy, you got to hold on to that, man. He barely tipped the arm of his running back and fumbled the ball. But the nose of the ball did hit the running back's arm. So, yeah, look at Dan Lanning. Damn. That's just what he needed. He like, fuck, this is some bullshit. Damn. Oh, wow. So to start the game, he threw a pick six. I was talking pretty good about Moore. Damn. So this is the second turnover of the game right here. Yeah, man, you can't turn the ball over in these type of games right here. Yeah, Dan Lanning took that same mentality right over there to Oregon. But that Oregon defense is fast, man. Them boys quick to get to that ball, man. He took that same formula right over there. To be honest, I think Dan Lanning was the reason our defense was so damn good back then. I don't think it really had much to do with Schumann, because Schumann definitely, was a part of he was a part of it, but I thought Indiana too before it started. I don't see how Oregon offense is going to keep up. Yeah, not turning the ball over. Not turning the ball over. I damn sure don't see how they're going to keep up. I didn't know they turned to be. Obviously, I came on the live late, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I came on the live late, very late. You know what I mean? But obviously, they turned the ball over once before I even went live, started watching. This is the second turnover, man. You ain't gonna turn the ball over like this, man, and think you gonna up touchdown, boom. Indiana with the touchdown. It is now 20-7, man, in the second quarter. Kaylon Black, man, they running back, just scored a touchdown, man. Indiana is up, man. 20-17. Yeah, man. Oregon, boy, y'all better answer back. You got plenty of time to answer. Yeah, man. They better answer back, man. But it ain't looking good for Oregon, man. It ain't looking good for Oregon. Not at all. Let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, this is something that I got to hold up. I got to say this. I got to say this post. Yeah, man, that was the worst thing you could possibly. You knew they were. You know what I'm saying? They gonna score. The momentum is high from the defense. You know what I'm saying? Getting the ball back. There's this post that it won't pull up now. Yeah, we got another. Yeah, yeah, that's the guy from East. He is from East Carolina. That safety from East Carolina. So, that's what I seen earlier today. I'm like, oh, okay, East Carolina. Okay, don't know anything about this kid. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Anyway, we back to it, man. I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to do something real fast, but it's not doing what I wanted to do. Let me just say. Yep. Anyway, we back at it, man. Let's see what if Oregon can answer back. Oh, 225 girl. I didn't know you was in Alabama. Okay. Yeah, I'm out here in Carolina. And I normally try to keep up with Carolina football a little bit, But lately, I just been so focused on Georgia to the point where I haven't had any time to really focus on Shane Beamer and it seems like they really they want to make a big time change this coming season. So yeah, if Indiana score again, yeah, it's definitely a wrap. Shed a light, definitely a wrap. Yeah, definitely. I kind of figured this was gonna be a high scoring game, also though. You know, um, just because of these teams are offensively these teams are I want to say high powered, not so much Oregon obviously, but Indiana definitely. But yeah, like I say, with Miami being at home, I want to lean towards Miami. I want to lean towards Miami, man, because that defense, man, defense wins championships, man. Indiana looking like a SEC team. Man, Indiana look damn good this season, man. They got those guys good and trained up, good and developed, man. Defensively, offensively. I think more so I want to say more so offensively, but defensively they look good too. They look damn good, man. They just look complete. That's the main thing about Indiana. They look very complete. And I heard they full of transfers, honestly. I heard that Indiana is full of transfers. I could be wrong, but that's just what somebody brought to my attention. Second and 3, Oregon. They trying to move. Up, sack. I don't know what's wrong with these guys trying to hold on to the ball, man. Either you take off and run or throw it away. I know, you know what I mean? You want to get it to somebody, you want to score, you want to answer back, but damn it, man. It's the coaching, bro. They do not have better players than us. That's sad, man. That's sad. That's sad because we supposed to have some of the best coaches in college football, but and I think we still do have some of the best coaches in college football, honestly. But yeah, man, coaching does matter. It really does. Oh man, that's a damn double sack, back to back sacks from Indiana's defense, man. Drop a bomb, man. Wow, wow. Yeah, Oregon. Look like your hopes and dreams and wishes might be headed down the drain, man. Back to back sacks when you needed to answer back. Like Shadow Light said, if they score again, it is a clear wrap. Sincere, what it do? What it do? What it do? Yeah, yep. If Indiana scores once again, it is a clear. It is a wrap. This is a bad way to start off a first half. This is a bad way to start off the first half, man. How do I feel about the players we getting? I feel confident, man. When you look at the, that's why I said when Indiana plays Miami in the Natty, it's going to be a real good game. Yeah, definitely, definitely. I love Kirby, but Kirby has some bad moments in our losses lately. Yeah, lately Kirby kind of it's been a little weird. You know what I mean with Kirby because obviously in press conferences Kirby don't give you a lot of information, right? So a lot of times you just don't know what's going on at Georgia. You got to we got to come on to the doghouse and kind of figure it out ourselves a lot of times, right? So at the end of the day, he got time to get it right. We got time to get it right. Bro, why even put ourselves in a position to snap the ball at our 30 and down 3 in the fourth? Like I say, man, we got to get it right. His decision making hadn't been the best, and I've been saying it for the longest on my channel. I'm probably one of the only ones on YouTube that will criticize Kirby Smart, because obviously nobody will. Everybody's too scared to criticize. But like I always say, man, nobody's perfect, man. Kirby's not perfect, and he can get it. He can get it. He can get it right, man. At the end of the day, he will get it right. I believe he will get it right. Indiana on that Pastor Troy time tonight, we ain't playing, and that's a big fact. That's a big fact. You know what I mean? But back to Sincere's, because I don't like to miss my mod chats. Hold on. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Back to what Sincere was saying. Do you feel we need receivers or O line? It's like it's a lot of them in the portal. I think we need another running back and wide receiver. I don't know if that I don't know if Kirby Smart has given up on the transfers as far as the receiver goes, because obviously we got a big time receiver out of the portal, but I know that defensively he's racking up defensively. I think that was our biggest issue in the beginning of the season anyway. The fact that our defense just wasn't really hitting on too much of nothing. I mean, obviously the offense wasn't doing much either, but still, I think his main thing, he's a defensive coach, so obviously he's gonna want defensive players. You know what I mean? I think like Governor just said, we need all of it. We need it all. You know what I mean? We got it. We landed. I like I told y'all in my previous videos, I think that we need 2 or 3 players to each position that's most needed. You know what I mean? 2 or 3 players. I wanted to see 2 safeties. We got 2 safeties. We got Khalil Barnes. We got the guy from East Carolina. What else we got? We got a defensive end. We got a wide receiver. I want to see 1 more wide receiver. We got a running back. You know what I mean? I don't think I want to see us reel in 2 running backs. I think that's a little bit too much, but the more the merrier. That's the biggest issue, though, the pass rushers. We got to figure out who's going to be that pass rusher, right? We got a lot of guys, man, a lot. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow, though. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. Right now, we're going to see what Indiana finna do right now. They got the momentum. Uh-oh, that was a good hit. Damn. Good hit. I don't even think he got a yard off of that one. Second down. Yeah, second down, man. That was a nice little. Whew. Back shoulder throw and the PI. He probably got the PI too. Are they call it what they calling on this play? Pass interference? God almighty, no. Am I grown? God almighty, no. Man got the first and the PI, man. Back shoulder throw. Perfect. Oh man. This man was all over this wide receiver. He still caught it. Wow. Oh man, yeah. Indiana finna blow Oregon ass out the water. Yep, I can see the way this game gonna turn out. Yeah, they score again. Yep, that's it. That's it. I'm surprised no one got Cam Coleman yet. Cam Coleman looking for that money. Cam Coleman looking for the money. Yeah, he's looking for the money. If he ain't committed to nobody yet. Uh-oh, touchdown. 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 Touchdown, Indiana, baby. 27-7. It is a wrap, man. We can cancel this shit right now. It is a wrap. Oregon is not coming back. Wow. Dan Lanning is getting demolished out here, man. Wow. Touchdown, man. Touchdown. Wow. Got to drop a couple bombs for Indiana, man. 28-7, man. In the second quarter. Oh man, that was a nice throw, nice catch. I mean, everything about that was nice, man. And it's not like Oregon hasn't been covering either, right? Oregon is fully covering these receivers. They just too good. They just too good. Wow. I mean, it's not like Oregon, it was a busted play on Oregon's defense. Man, they can't stop this damn Indiana team. They ain't gonna be able to stop this Indiana team, man. This is it, man. Mm. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Mm. Okay. All right, Oregon. Let's see what y'all can do. Oh, he done got sacked again, shed a light? Wow. Yeah, that's the game for real. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the hell Dan Lanning did, man, but he damn sure ain't prepared for this damn Indiana team, man. Not and ain't no way in the hell he prepared. No way in the hell he prepared to for this team tonight. Yep. The horror continues. They might as well go ahead and pack it up, man. They about to get their ass blew out the damn water, man. Wow. Oh, and they got the ball back? Yep, and they got the damn ball back. Wow. Oregon. Wow, Oregon. You might want to take that quarterback out, man. What y'all talking about Carson, bro? If you don't know how Kirby protected Carson, you must not have watched the press conference from Kirby after Carson's 3 and 4 interception games last year. Who talking about they talking about what y'all talking about in this chat, man? What y'all talking about in the chat, man? All I see is the governor talking about Carson Beck. Tell Dan Lanning to call Kirby for help. Shit. Ah, hey, at this point, man, both of these damn teams need help. But this is bad. This is bad for Dan Lanning, man. To be getting blown out like this, and it's only getting worse. This is very bad for Dan Lanning. I mean, he is literally sweating like a damn dog out there, like a runaway slave. He is sweating. But I see y'all talking about Kirby in the comment section, man. Listen, man. That's my only thing with Curb, man. He do not give you enough intel, bro. And the diehard fanboy fun boys will tell me, "Oh, he's not going to give away information to the other side," and all that. I'm like, man, damn all that. We need to know what's going on with this team. And like I say, man, for the longest, it's like we've been having to figure it out. Like the whole time, you know what I mean? Since we talking about Georgia, the whole time I've been speaking the truth about what's been going on over at Georgia. And like I say, a lot of people that, do that not just the content creators, but people period in general, Georgia's fanboys, they will not tell the truth and say what's really going on. And a lot of times sometimes it's the coaching. It's not always the players. Like sometimes it's the coaches. Like it is what it is, man. Like you got too many 5 stars and 4-star guys to be talking about, oh, you're not winning a national championship. Sometimes it's the coaching, sometimes it's your decision making. So it ain't nobody perfect, and I'm gonna stand on that. Yeah, Kirby. Yeah, he said it. He don't work for us. He said it himself. And like I said, I don't think he meant that in an arrogant way. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he meant it in an arrogant way. I think he meant it like, hey, man, you guys are not coaches. I am the coach. So I respect that part of it. I respect that aspect of it because we are not coaches. But my thing is, just because we're not coaches don't mean we can see the obvious. You know what I mean? We see the obvious that sometimes you don't make the right decisions. Sometimes you just don't make the best calls. And he's not perfect. He's human just like me and you. So yeah, Mr. Cizo, I watch press conference because I like to see what Kirby's talking about. I haven't watched them lately because I've been so busy doing my own little thing, so I haven't been watching them lately. But I did watch when he said what he said about, you know what I mean, he don't work for us, and basically telling us to, hey man, y'all sit back and watch. That's basically what he's telling us. Well, he said, well, that explains why you don't know Kirby protected Carson Beck for nearly a year last year. Oh yeah. He do that with every quarterback though. The quarterback could be doing terrible, and Kirby Smart is gonna, because that's his starter, so he's gonna play the loyal game, and I respect it. I respect it. Like, you're not gonna dog your quarterback in the press conference, right? I mean, he's already throwing multiple interceptions. So at the end of the day, you're not gonna, you know what I mean? You're not gonna add fire to fire, discourage him, especially when he's not doing great. So Governor, when he does that, I gotta respect it, Governor. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta respect it because if your quarterback already ain't doing, worth a damn, why go in the press conference? He didn't do that with Stetson. Yeah, he did. He did. He did it with Stetson. Remember when everybody was calling for Stetson to be benched? Remember when everybody was doing that? You know what I mean? Everybody came out. Kirby Smart as well as Todd Monken also said that Stetson Bennett is the guy. They would not choose Stetson Bennett as the starting quarterback if he wasn't the guy. They said that back then. So I gotta say that they they did protect Stetson Bennett as well. They do that to every quarterback. But it makes sense though. As a head coach, you're not gonna dog your starting quarterback, man. I mean, you're not gonna dog any player, but you definitely ain't gonna do that to your starting quarterback. First down, Indiana, man, they still on the move. That's why you think Kirby Smart cuss every other player out except for the quarterback. You know what I mean? I used to wonder that back in the day. How in the hell is he cussing out everybody except for the quarterback? Well, that's the captain of the ship. You don't want the captain of the ship or the captain of the offense. You don't want the captain of the offense to be uneasy. So Yeah, I'm gonna get on my running backs. Yeah, I'm gonna get on my wide receiver if they don't, block correctly, or if they don't, make the catch that they were supposed to make. But the quarterback is kind of like, you don't really touch the quarterback, because if he's uneasy, then you got a problem offensively. Period. Just like Oregon got a problem with all of these damn strip sacks and turnovers. So I think that's what's going on with Kirby. I don't think it's like oh my God, these boys about to score again. Yeah, it's a wrap. I would say I'm gonna turn this thing off, but I'm gonna watch it to the end. You say, yeah, you're right. He got Stetson. Um, got in Stetson Grill though when he didn't play well. That's what I'm saying. Like, it happens. It happens. It's just dependent. It just depends on the player, and it depends on what's going on. Nah, he down at the line. I see the lineman trying to pull him in, but he down at the line. I hope Indiana know this shit ain't gonna happen against Miami, so they better have the best of fun that they having tonight, because this is definitely like not gonna happen at against Miami. Yeah, you right. He got Stetson and Stetson Grill, um but know what we talking about is a bad look for UGA that Carson had this much success at Miami, and I said Kirby did everything he could for Carson while he was at UGA. Yeah, but Carson wanted more money. Carson wanted more money. And far as what the information that I've gathered, Georgia don't be handing out a lot of money when it comes to their quarterbacks or any player. Like I told y'all last night, I heard that I read that Gunnar Stockton is only getting from the ranges of like $500,000 to $800,000. Gunnar Stockton is not really even getting broke off. I mean, he shouldn't. It's not deserving anyway. Like, he's not a Heisman winner. You know what I mean? He's not the top nowhere near the top quarterback in college football. So he don't deserve millions of dollars any damn way. But bruh, Carson Beck is getting ready to play for a national championship. You know what I mean? Miami made the best choice. Period. They made the best choice. Indiana scores again. Boom. Man, it's a wrap, definitely. Carson leaving is how we went out and got Branch and Noah Thomas. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yep. So, man, this is a complete blowout. Indiana is completely putting on a show here, defensively, offensively. I got to drop a bomb for him. Got to. Got to drop a bomb for Indiana for showing out, man. Looking good in the red zone, throwing passes in the red zone, running in the red zone. I mean, fully complete team. Dogging Oregon the hell out. Oregon might as well pack it up and go home. Dan Lanning, boy, the fan base is definitely gonna be in the uproar after this loss. Wow. Yeah, man, just go ahead and call that a touchdown. I don't know why they running that back. Just go ahead and give it to him. They gonna get it anyway, man. It's on they on the damn. They'll be on the goal line. They gonna give it to him anyway. I mean, they gonna get it anyway. Yeah, man, that's a touchdown, man. Touchdown, Oregon, man. Come on, man. We can keep running this stuff back all night, man. That goes to show you how hard it is to win a championship, though. Oregon been in it year in and year out. Yeah, yeah. It's very hard to win. That's why the fan base need to chill sometimes, right? That's why we all need to chill sometimes, because we want to be the team to keep winning them back to back, but it's not gonna work like that. A lot has to go your way to win all at one time. They chose Carson over Mendoza because after Georgia talks, fall through. He wanted to go to Miami, but it worked out for Mendoza as well. Well, I 225 girl. I don't know if they chose Carson over Mendoza, because I heard that Mendoza wanted to come to Georgia, but I don't have no real facts on it. And then also, I remember Carson coming to Georgia. It wasn't no choice. He just wanted to be at Georgia. You know what I mean? I remember them recruiting him. I remember Alabama was calling for Carson. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of teams. Carson had offers from everybody, man. He had offers from every single, damn near, especially every single team in the SEC almost. And then also, he wanted to come to Georgia. But I don't know. I don't know the talk between Carson and Mendoza. I don't know what the hell was going. I ain't heard nothing about that. But I did hear. I think Mondo talk. He told me the other day that Mendoza wanted to come to Georgia, but like I said, I haven't seen no information on it myself. Not saying that it's not true, but I haven't seen it with my own eyes or heard of it outside of Mondo telling me about it. They tried to get Caleb Williams too. I think, but the thing is, in recruitment, you're gonna get offers from every team. Every team is gonna give you you know what I mean? They're gonna offer you, but that don't mean that they were really trying to get these guys. Like, yeah, Georgia did land Carson Beck, but Georgia did not want to pay Carson Beck to stay. You know what I mean? And then I think too, it was more than just the pay. I think it was more than just the pay. I don't think it was just nothing but pay. And that's what pisses me off with a lot of Georgia fans, because he decided to transfer out and go to Miami, and now he's playing for a national championship. Because he decided to do that, everybody dogging him out, and it's like, bro, don't dog the man out. What are we dogging the man out for? Yeah, the fan base was crushing him. The fan base was going in on him. You know what I mean? So that's why I talked about Jaden Wade at one point, because a lot of people was already on the hate campaign when it came to Jaden Wade verbally committing. They was already he's a black quarterback. They're not gonna play no black quarterback. And I'm like, this is the exact reason why Georgia keep lose. They always lose good players, man. This is exactly why Carson Beck is playing for a natty right now, because of this damn fan base. This damn fan base. This man, like, at the end of the day, I don't give a damn how many interceptions this man threw. We won each and every last one of those damn games. We won each and every last. Those interceptions listen. And people say, well, if it wasn't for the defense, bro, that's the whole point of football. You got an offense and you got a defense. You know what I mean? If your offense ain't doing well, your defense got to step up. If your defense ain't doing well, your offense got to step up. Complementary football. That's just how it works. The man had a bad season. The man ain't had no receivers to throw it to. Like, at the end of the day. Now look what's going on. You let him go over to Miami. Now the man playing for a national championship. How dumb do Georgia fans look right now? Now that's why they trying to clutch on to Gunnar Stockton so much now. That's why they trying to cape for Gunnar Stockton so much now. You know what I mean? Because they know they don't have no choice. They don't got no choice. Come on, man. That's why you got to come over to the doghouse to get that real unfiltered dog talk, man. Because I'm going to talk that real, man. I'm going to keep it honest in the buck. I ain't going to sit up here and lie and cape and all of that. Nah, man. You lost a good-ass quarterback. At the end of the day, you lost a pretty good quarterback. The hell? He wouldn't be playing for no national championship if he wasn't a good quarterback. Dumbasses. Second and 20, man. Oregon is looking terrible, man. They don't know what the hell to do. As dumb as we looked when we said Hudson Mason was going to be better than Aaron Murray for 3 years. That's what I'm saying, man. Georgia got to chill. And I think it's a big variety of our fan base that are not really paying attention to football like that. They more so, expect us to just dominate every damn game and every season. It's not gonna happen like that. It's not gonna happen like that. Y'all, that man, the fan base clearly dogged the shit out of Carson Beck. This man left that next year, left and went to another team, and now is playing for a national championship. How dumb does the fan base look right now? How dumb? Oh, he's a liability. He's a liability that is playing for a national championship. A liability that's on his way to another ring. Man, please. He's a liability. Man, please. That man playing for the ship. And it could have easily been Gunnar Stockton also. But it ain't. It's Carson Beck. You know what I mean? This is where it gets me with the fan base that claim who's better or whatever the case may be, because the one that's playing in the national championship, to me, that's the one that's better this year. Next year, Gunnar Stockton will be, this year here, Gunnar Stockton will be better in my opinion, because he would have gotten the experience that he need. Will he be a Heisman winner and all of that? Oh, they missed the field goal. Damn, Oregon. Score still 35-7 at half, man. Oregon is going down. Anyway, man, let's play some little tunes real quick. I gotta check on the fam downstairs. I will be right back to continue this conversation about the Carson and the national championship and Stetson and everybody regarding Georgia. Hold on just a second. All right, I'm back, baby. We back. It's a combination of Debbie Downer dogs who are having the gunner bias, remorse attitude, and other half just straight throwing shots at Beck, and the other like whoever, like whatever, do your thing. Yeah, that's all I wanted. It's like, hey man, let him go do his thing. Let him go do his thing. What are we hating on this dude for? At the end of the day, he had a bad season in the 24 season. Nobody even cares. Nobody even cares about the mediocrity in our OC or the fact that we had mediocre ass wide receivers that season. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that. Everybody's just going based off of Carson Beck. Oh, Carson. Then when he left, do y'all see how when he left, how bad people was dogging him? Georgia fans was dogging him. Oh, his girlfriend. Everything became personal. Oh, all he want is to buy a Lamborghini. And what the hell would you buy if you was that age? Would you buy a Toyota Camry? No, you would not. If you was their age with thousands of dollars in your pocket, $1 million in your pocket, what the hell would you go out and buy? Just because your bullshit is not in the light don't mean you don't, you know what I mean? I'm rooting for anybody that does well. I'm rooting for any player that does well. I'm not going to, just because he leaves Georgia, I'm not going to start attacking him. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. And I hate when fans do that. That's corny to me. It's corny. You start talking about the man personal life and all that stuff, and it's like, damn, dude, this dude, then he didn't really, what did he do? Because he threw some interceptions and still won the game? The man still won each and every one of those games with throwing multiple interceptions. Like, what more? I mean, but the defense. All right, well, okay. Okay, so every team plays with just an offense, and if that's the case, every team plays with nothing but an offense. Because from my recollection, if I could recall, every team has an offense as well as a defense. You know, exactly. Well, exactly. Carson made better choices than me when I was in my early 20s. He definitely would have made some better choices than me. You know, if I would have got that amount of money in my early 20s. Cause I guarantee, cause in my early 20s, if I would have had the money that Carson Beck had, I would have absolutely went and bought me a Lamborghini. I would have absolutely went and did that. Best believe that. If I had the money, shit. I would have bought me a Lamborghini and a ton of other stuff. And a ton of other stuff. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Now the Carson haters is sitting at home, you know what I mean, drowning in their misery, hoping that Ole Miss win. They was hoping so bad that Ole Miss won last night. Oh my God, they was hoping so bad just because they don't like Carson Beck. They was hoping that, that they lost just because they don't like Carson Beck. Just that much because of some damn interceptions with an offense that don't have no receivers and a mediocre ass offensive coordinator. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, make it make sense. But he was at fault for the 24 season. He was the only one at fault for the 24 season. Nobody took account that Kirby Smart did not get any good wide receivers out of the transfer portal that season. Nobody took account that Mike Bobo, you know what I mean, was the OC, and nobody took account that we had mediocre wide receivers. Like, come on, man. He made some dumb decisions too, though. Like, I'm not putting Carson Beck all the way in the clear. He made some dumbass decisions too. But he was trying to, hey, man, he's trying to get it done. So, what 225 girl say? I'll admit, the 2014 was some of his fault, yes, from a leadership position, but it wasn't all him. I just think it was some internal issues the team had with him. I just, damn it, I just permitted permanent what all over. I don't know what you're saying. So many young people turn to the streets. We need Nasty Nate, the great 3 type of running backs. Facts. That's what they. But you know what? The fan base was ready to get rid. The fan base was ready to get rid of him too. They was ready to get rid of him too. Nate Frazier. You know what I'm saying? But I kept pressing the issue that Nate Frazier is the guy. Nate Frazier is the guy. Fan base was ready to go ahead and throw him to the wolves. Oh, we need Chauncey Barnes. Dwight Phillips is better than Nate Frazier. Oh, Nate Frazier, he's causing us the game by fumbling. And look at Nate Frazier right now, the leading running back right now. You can't listen to emotional dog fans, man. Emotional dog fans are the worst fans to listen to because they get emotional if a player is not perfect. Like, nobody's going to be perfect. You know what I mean? No player is gonna be perfect at the end of the day. But Georgia expect every single player that starts to be perfect every single season. It don't work like that. Even with Gunnar Stockton, like I'm not a fan of Gunnar Stockton. I was more of a fan of Carson, you know what I'm saying, because of his throwing abilities. But I'm not necessarily a fan of Gunnar, but I'm not going to dog him out and say, oh, man, Gunnar Stockton. He didn't win us a national championship. Nah, what did I say about Gunnar? With Gunnar experience this season of starting a full season, if he gets the weapons that he need around him, if he has a good O-line, I think that Gunnar can help us win a national championship. So that's the way you're supposed to play. You don't supposed to be, yeah, cut down on the fancy words because I ain't know what that meant. It was inside issues had Carson. We'll never truly know what that he had negative impact on the whole team. That had a negative impact on the whole team. Well, where's the? I didn't know anything about him having a negative impact on the whole team. 225 girl, where you get that information from? Where did you find that out at? Because I like to know. I mean, how? I mean, that's just it's my thing though. It's just my thing. Like, how did you guys find out about him having a negative impact on the whole team? Because if Kirby doesn't say it, how do we know that that's true? How do we not know? How do we know that that team just had a mediocre offense, and they had and you know what I mean. You look at the play caller. Y'all complained about the play caller all season this season. This is my thing. You coddle Gunnar Stockton and blame the play caller all damn season in the 25 season. This is the same play caller we had in 24. We just had a little bit better wide receivers. And you see if just put let's do it like this. Let's take a step back and put Gunnar in Carson's shoes in 24. Gunnar would have probably looked even worse. I'm telling you right now, or just as worse. The only thing that I think Gunnar would have done better than Carson Beck was not throw the interceptions because he seemed to manage it a little more than it seemed like Carson, as far as his decision making, is still a little iffy. But my thing is, Gunnar Stockton wouldn't have done anything better than fucking Carson Beck, man. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Oh yeah, this game is a wrap, bread, man. We just having regular dialogue right now. This game is a wrap. Yeah, man. Every dog ain't a good dog, man. I'm gonna just say that every dog ain't a good dog, and I'm talking about the fan base, players, all of that. I have never, like I said, I want to get back to what 225 girl talking about because she said that Carson Beck had a negative impact on the whole team. I'm trying to figure out where that information came from so that I can put me down because I don't know everything, right? I'll admit to that. I don't know everything. I'm not, you know what I mean? So I would like to know like what negative impact he had on the team. Cuz he's damn sure playing for a national championship. Come on, man. I believe all of that was lies. In my opinion, 225 girl, if you still watching, I believe all of what people were saying were truly lies. I believe that there might have been some issues within the coaching staff. You know what I mean? And I also believe that he decided to leave due to this due to this what word I want to use, spoiled fan base that we have. He said, "At least we got a dog." Now, Beck ain't a dog, man. If he would have left out and peacefully, but in one piece, I would consider him still being a dog. But the The fan base can't stand Carson Beck, man. They can't stand him, man. Man, I had some of my subscribers in the chat rooting for him to lose just because just because they were rooting for him to lose that game. And that's what I was saying even last night. That's why you got to stay neutral. If you're a dog or if you're a part of any team and you're watching another team's game or if you're watching the playoffs, you got to stay neutral, man. Because at the end of the day, you never know which way it's going to go. So it's best to stay neutral. And that's what I do. I don't know. It's just my opinion. The reporters who are close to the team won't really say. I'm just going by my instincts. I should have preference by saying allegedly. Yeah, just say, yeah, allegedly. That would be better. The fan base has a history of treating quarterbacks like shit. Fromm declared early because of it. Stetson wanted spite of it. Yup, and Carson left because of it. Wow. Gotta drop a bomb on that. Gotta drop a bomb on that. Wow. Great. Man, that was a great statement right there, man. This fan base has a history of treating quarterbacks like ish. Fromm declared early from it. Stetson won in spite of it. And Carson left because of it. We got to do better. And that's a big time fact, Bread, man. Got to drop a bomb on that one right there, man. Man, that was a good statement right there. I got to give it to you, brother. I got to give that to you. That's the truth right there. That is the truth. And it's sad. It's very sad that, we have to, it's only a few of us that can actually speak this. We can utter this because a lot of us is too scared to speak the truth, right? But it is the truth, man. Georgia got to do better when it comes to that quarterback position. I know sometimes we want this and we want that. And those two natties, I think, was one of the worst things that could happen for the fan base. Those two natties that we won back to back. And even before the Nationals, because, they was giving Beck hell. Like we all was. Me included. Because I didn't know, what to do. I'm like, well, damn, what are they going to do? Me included. I'm guilty of it also. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's just like it's an ongoing thing from the fan base. Like, I knew coming into 23 that Carson Beck was a decent quarterback. I knew that automatically. Like I said, this because I have been watching Carson since high school. That's my thing. At that time is when I really started digging deep when it came to recruitment. Like I really started digging deep because I said, this is the dog channel and I want to make sure I bring, good content. So I started digging real deep. And that's when I started realizing, like, with Carson Beck, I'm like, man, this could be NFL talent that we have. You know what I mean? But the problem was your offensive coordinator. Not in the 23 season. You still had Brock Bowers. You still had Ladd McConkey. So you still had weapons. Every quarterback needs weapons, man. And a good O-line. Like that's the main thing. You need to have weapons around you. You got to have somebody to throw it to. In 23, Carson Beck was dropping dimes all over the field, nonstop. In 24, you no longer have Brock Bowers. You no longer have A.D. Mitchell. You no longer have Ladd McConkey. And look how look what happened, right? Look what happened. But we still had a decent season in 24. We didn't have a losing season. We did not have a losing season. So I just want not y'all, man, because that's what I plan to build over here at the doghouse. Some real fans over here. Real fans. Unbiased real fans. I don't care. Like, I don't care to have thousands of people in my lives that's going to do nothing but be a bunch of spoiled brats. I don't want that. You know what I mean? I'm comfortable with what I got right now. I remember we won the first natty. I was cautioning fans. We not Bama. We not gonna be getting natties like that. Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Damn. Let's not get ahead of ourselves for years later. They acting like Bama fans. Now, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's just too spoiled right at this. At this point, we don't have a decent run game last year to help back all those fair. That's what I'm saying. Like let's not act like there wasn't inconsistencies in different places on that Georgia team. Like man, you we had the same offensive coordinator that we had then. So that could be possibly a problem. I'm not even gonna lean all the way towards that. I would just say that we did not have a good team in 24, man. Not necessarily. I was going back and forth with Mondo. I was going back and forth with him because I was trying to because I was talking to him and we were talking about which team was better, the 24 dogs or the 25 dogs. Well, technically, if you're talking about on paper, the 24 dogs was better than the 25 dogs. Like everything they outmatched them in every way. Like you know what I'm saying. Y'all got to go look that stuff up yourself, man. Don't believe me. I'll tell anybody. You don't have to believe me. Go look it up yourself. The 24 season was actually better in stats wise than the 25 season. Y'all wouldn't believe it because we had Zach Branch. But you got to think, just because we didn't have good receivers, don't mean you know what I'm saying. Our receivers wasn't scoring touchdowns. You know what I mean? He was throwing multiple interceptions. I get it. But look at it online for yourself, man. Go look at it online for yourself. I had to tell Mundo. I had to let Mundo know, like, bruh, like I hear what you're saying about the way it looks, and you know, it might look better this season, but last season still was a little better. It wasn't like you know what I mean, a whole lot better than the 25 season, but it was better. Like I say, on paper, it was better. The stats show that it was a better season. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. From what I saw, it said that 24 was a better season than 25. Our defense is our defense carried oh it's on the screen. Our defense carried and is in 24. The defense wasn't all that stout. Like I say, man, I yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, Governor. The way it looks better in 25. It looks better, but it wasn't better. Dropping the ball it was. I gotta agree 100% with you that in 24 it was terrible watching us drop the ball consistently. It wasn't good with the interceptions being thrown, but statistically, statistically, 24 is better than 25. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't think I saved it, but let me see if I can pull it up just to kind of. Damn, I wish I would have saved it. Are we back now? Off of halftime? And the thing is, with because I'm trying to look for that same stat that I, or the same thing that I had. The thing is, we struggled in certain areas. The 2014 made me want to go back to working on Saturdays. We struggled in a lot of different areas. You know what I mean? In 24, we definitely struggled. But at the end of the day, as a fan of college football, the last time Indiana was relevant, they had the great Antoine Randall. Uh, yeah, we struggled big time in that run game and all of that. But damn, I wish I could find that damn. Wish I could find it so I could pull it up, man. I have to look for it. I have to look for it, but I'm just talking about the stats. Like as far as all of the complete stats, it did show that Georgia. Damn, I wonder if it's still in my phone. Hold on, y'all. I want to show y'all. I wonder if it's still in my phone somewhere. Hold on. I think it might be in my messages. Yeah, because we was going back and forth because because obviously 25 looks a lot better than 24 Georgia, but we were going back and forth because I was like, all right, look like Indiana back at it. Well, they score again on this drive. They score again. You definitely so many messages we done. Let me see. Oh no, it's got to be that. Damn, what was that message at? I'm trying to look for it, but either way it go. Because I think I sent it to Mundo. I had sent it to Mundo, and because we were going back and forth on it or whatever the case may be. He was saying that he liked 24 more, and I'm like, yeah, 24 did look better. It definitely looked better for us, but damn, I can't believe I thought we was just talking about that the other day. Anyway, I can't find it. I could have sworn. Hmm. You know. He's still out there completing big time passes, man. It is a wrap. I cannot find that message. I don't know what happened to it. I believe it deleted or something. And yeah, I got every other message, but I could have sworn we just got through talking about that. It looked like Indiana about to get up the field and score again, man. This is terrible. That run game ain't doing too hot though. Oregon is on it. Oregon is on that now. I will give them that. Damn, I cannot find that thing that I ain't worried about. I'm gonna let that go. Anyway, moving on. It looks like damn, I cannot believe I wasn't expecting nobody to get blown out in this playoffs. I thought these games were gonna be a little tighter than this, but it looked like they having a field day with that defense, man. Look like they having a field day with Landon defense. I mean, getting up the field with ease, y'all. Pass after pass, just getting up the field with ease. Running game ain't doing too much. They able to stop that. You know what I mean? Don't look like they getting too many yards to a carry, but as far as that pass game, shit. Okay, he got some yards just then. Yep, first down, Indiana. Wow. Well, they better do all the running they can do in this game here, man, because I don't think it's gonna happen against Miami. Do they take Mendoza out after they score? Because I know they're gonna score. Do they take Mendoza out? Because I mean, damn, boy, they stuffing him in the backfield. That run game, they stuffing that run game. Losing Brock Ladd, hurt our offense at 24. Yeah, they'll beat this. Todd said they'll beat Miami. I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna be able to. Oh, he fumbled the ball. Oh, they got it back. Lucky Indiana. God damn. Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they still. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough to say, Todd. It's tough to say right now. Wow. Lucky for Mendoza, man. His old lineman was right there with him. Yeah, that run game consistently getting stuffed. Like he probably averaging only like 2 yards a carry. But I don't know if Indiana beats Miami like this. I highly doubt the score will be 35-7. I highly doubt that. And not 1 point in that game I that I think or believe that the score will be yeah, not at 1 point in that game I think this score going to be that far off. And to, yeah, just thinking about that, Todd, like no, I highly doubt that. I mean, the coaches might be cool, man, but Miami's defense is not going to allow Indiana to score 35 points on them like that. I don't believe that's going to happen. Oregon doesn't have a defense like Miami, in my opinion. I think Oregon has a decent defense, but it's not as good as Miami's defense. Oh, so do they take Mendoza out or what, man? You got 40 points on the damn board. About to have 42 points on the board. Do you take Mendoza out or what? That same thing Duck said. Hey man, like I say, man, I just don't see it. It's a possibility though. Any other defense really hasn't broken sweat tonight. Oregon's defense isn't that great, so it's easy to score against them. Indiana gotta have to work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to work for them points against Miami, man. I mean, I don't see Miami letting them boys score 42 on them like that. Like I come on, man. Like, nah, man. Nah. I don't see Miami allowing Oregon to, unless they in the shootout. Unless they in the shootout. That's the only way. But this won't be the same game. Nah. Mm-mm. No, sir. I damn sure hope not. I don't want to watch no national championship. I don't want to watch nobody getting blown out in a national championship. I don't want to see that. It's like a waste of time watching it. I mean, we definitely sat back and watched Georgia blow them frogs out in the national, but people complained about that because I mean it was too boring. Yeah, I mean, because it's hard. I mean, I see why people say that though, Todd. It's hard to lose to a team twice. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to lose to a team twice, but at the same time, mm, Oregon ain't Miami. You know, Oregon's not Miami, and Miami's not Oregon. So I just don't believe that Miami is going to allow not you know what I mean? Like I just don't believe that that will happen. Like it shouldn't be happening period in the playoffs. That shouldn't be happening at all. Where you know you getting completely blown out the water and it's like, come on now. I just don't see Miami letting that go down like that. That's just my opinion on it though. I don't see that happening. I think Miami's defense is a whole lot stronger than Oregon's defense. I don't see Miami getting beat by 35 damn points. Like I just don't see that happening. Oregon is another team with a huge payroll, but nothing to show for it. Yep. It damn sure ain't showing us nothing right now. And hold on, man. I've been wanting to put this a part of the show. Let me see something. Damn, I always. This is sad. This is a sad game right here. I cannot believe that this is actually happening. What they getting beat by 35? They sitting up there getting beat by 35 points. Todd, who's your team, Todd? Oh, okay. I see why you saying what you saying then. Bro, it's not gonna happen, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's not gonna happen, bro. Up and just like that, Oregon is gonna score just like that. Yeah, I kind of figured that was you're an Oregon fan the way you talking. Like, yeah, I'm from Indiana. I lived about 45 minutes. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured you was an Oregon fan. That's why I'm like, this guy must be an Oregon fan because he's, you know, but it's cool. Shout out to the Hoosiers, man. Drop a bomb for the Hoosiers, man. Looks like Oregon's about to score though. Flag, pass interference. Yep. But they will not be coming back on this Indiana team. I truly do not believe they will be back. They will be coming back. Touchdown, Oregon. Boom. Touchdown, Oregon. You better be quiet, Todd. Them boys gonna come back on you, Todd. Oh, they're going for 2. Let's see what they do. Oh, and he scored. Touchdown. They coming back on you, Todd. Boom. They coming back on you, Todd. Finally trying to make it a game. 42-15, Indiana. Wow. Wow. All right, let's play some tunes, man. Brought to you by your boy, Major. I do the rock thing too. So, yeah, let's get into it. Hey, man. Welcome everybody to the Doghouse. If it's the first time that you have entered the Doghouse, this is what we do over here, baby. It's all fun. Sitting here watching this playoff game where Oregon is getting the top blown off of their asses. Hey, make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed to the Doghouse. It is going down. Indiana is putting belt to ass tonight for the second time in a row. That's a Major Sound Beast that you're listening to also. Brought to you by the host of this channel. Y'all know I love 2000s rock and roll. Yeah, man. Hey, man, I got to give myself a round of applause. I love that rock beat right there. I love it. But we back into it. Let's see if Oregon can close in this gap a little more. The only time they sport their new uniforms. Yeah, man. That's about it. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Can he go all the way? Oh, my God. Drop a bomb for Indiana. Hopefully it does not come back, but gotta drop a bomb, man. Indiana is putting belt to ass. Oh, holding on the offense. Okay. Is it Chris Brown? Yeah, it's Chris Brown. Yeah. Y'all ain't know I had a connection to Chris. See, you never know who you're dealing with, man. I know a lot of people have been asking about that intro. A lot of people want me to send it to them, and I get it, but I gotta gatekeep that. I gotta gatekeep that, man. That's definitely something that I will be gatekeeping. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I will be gatekeeping the intro. And obviously you guys can see why. You know what I mean? Probably the best Georgia Bulldog intro on YouTube right now. Yeah. Yeah, man. That thing fire. That thing fire. That thing is fire. Like that's something that you could really ride to in your car. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I think I'm gonna let you. Yeah, he from Virginia, yeah. I think I'm gonna play the verse from it. So you cause I mean y'all just get to hear the intro, but I'm gonna play the verse from it. Hold on. Yeah. I don't think y'all ever heard the verse. Cause at this point in this game, we just having fun on live, man. Cause I mean, we already know what's gonna happen. Oregon may they are not gonna close in that gap any further. Indiana is doing anything at will, doing what they want at will. So God damn, man, Mendoza's still out there dropping dimes. This man is still in this game. I would have thought they would have pulled him out by now.
I'm
They
the Georgia
still letting Mendoza
Bulldog
go out
till
there
I
and have his
die.
way.
Red and
Hold on.
I'm the Georgia.
I'm gonna let y'all hear the actual verse that's on it. Exclusive, big time exclusive. Yeah, I thought they was gonna let him. I thought they would have been took him out after they scored 40. I thought they would have been took him out, but they'll take him out in the fourth quarter. He done his job. He done his job for the night. Sit him out. All right, 225 girl. I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Play the verse for you to the intro. Hold on just a second. Yeah, at this point, go ahead and put your backup in and let's see how the backup do. I guess they trying to make sure that they can't come back and win this game. But I mean, they not coming back. Goddamn, they not coming back. Here we go.
I'm a Georgia Bulldog till I die. Red and black running deep inside. Got that pride, you can see it in my eyes. Stand tall, yeah, we working through the night. G.A., G.A., that's right. G.A., G.A., oh mine. From Athens to the likes of ATL. See the sea of red, you know we never fail. Every Saturday the crowd will testify. Keep that spirit, never saying goodbye. We got heart, we got fire, we never level low. Marching down the field, they already know. From the edges to the glory, gonna let it show. Bulldog blood in my veins everywhere I go. I'm a Georgia Bulldog till I die. Red and black running deep inside. Got that pride, you can see it in my eyes. Stand tall, yeah, we working through the night. G.A., G.A., that's right. G.A., G.A., oh mine.
Exclusive. Yeah. The best Georgia Bulldog intro on YouTube right now. Gotta drop a bomb. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I had to go ahead because I know nobody never heard the verse on it, but yeah, man. Yeah, man. But let's get back into this 2000 rock for all my rock heads out there. If I got any rock heads in the chat, early 2000 rock heads in the chat, I got one for you. Yeah. Big time early 2000 rock fan. Yeah, man. Fan of hip hop, fan of rock music. So, also a music producer as well as a podcaster. That's me. Haven't been doing music lately. I really haven't been making music lately, but I guess I could kind of say it's almost like riding a bike. You know. Yeah, like yeah. Nah, I don't. I wanted to get into DJing years ago. I wanted to get into DJing, but I never got over to wanting to do it. You know what I'm saying? I just got into like producing. Like Just the process of making beats is just fun to me. It can be hectic sometimes. It can be hectic sometimes, but at the same time, I just love the process, period, of making a beat. Whether what I'm saying, it's a hip hop beat, it's an R&B beat, it's a rock. You know what I mean? I just love the process. But that's just something that one of my other hobbies that I like doing. Yeah, man, they can't even catch a break. Oregon can't even catch a damn break. Just one of my other hobbies that I like. Yeah, that was a terrible move from the Oregon Ducks right there. Look at dude with the braids. They are embarrassed out there. I don't know what made them think they was gonna win this damn game. Yeah, but DJing is something that I was interested in at one point in time. Just not got over to doing it or trying it out. Uh-oh. And he called it. Okay. Okay. That's what I'm talking about, Oregon. He never turned around. Yeah, that's what it seeming like. You said if Indiana wins this game, if shit, they win in this game. I would normally say it's still a lot of time, but man, this is one of those games. Indiana got it in the bag, man. I mean, it is what it is. There's no comeback for this team. Man, have y'all seen that new 28 Days Later? That new 28 Days Later is terrible, bro. Y'all know I'm a movie head as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm a movie head as well. And fucking that 28 Days Later was so terrible. Like, I didn't even understand the concept of it. I think I might have fell asleep a couple times during it. It was not good at all, man. I see they trying to advertise it. I guess they might be coming out on some type of streaming platform or on D. Okay, I'm about to say, man, because I ain't. It look like I lost connection. Sorry about that, chat. Anyway, yeah, man, that was a terrible movie. This is a terrible movie tonight. The way the Oregon Ducks is getting brutalized and spanked on. This is ridiculous right here. This is terrible. I'm gonna try to come live tomorrow too, man. I'm gonna try to be live tomorrow, about around 5 o'clock for about an hour. I'm only gonna go for an hour. Hopefully we can, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes the turnouts be so good where everybody be, conversing and things like that to the point where I end up staying a little later. But I'm gonna try to only go for an hour, man. I meant next year, my bad. This isn't a movie, it's a comedy show. I'm looking at LOL. Is this basketball team? Is the basketball team playing tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know. You talking about Georgia? I'm not sure if Georgia's basketball, but Georgia basketball team, I think they just got who did just get beat? I think the Gators just beat them. They play so many games, man. Hard to keep up with basketball. Didn't Florida just beat them, the Gators? Yep. Yep. The last game that the Georgia Bulldogs played was against Florida. They got beat. Uh, they can try to fight now, but it's a little too late to be trying to fight back. Yeah, they play South Carolina tomorrow at 2. Yeah, the Georgia Bulldogs play tomorrow at 2. I just can't get into basketball. I tried. I used to be a huge Kobe fan, but when he retired, that was it for me. Yeah, basketball is pretty cool. Nobody really watches it like unless you just a diehard. I don't watch nothing but basketball fan. Unless you one of those fans, nobody really watches basketball until the playoffs. Like that's when people really tune in like that. You know what I mean? You might see your ESPN score go across the screen, catch it like that, but for the most part, you're not, man. They play so many games, like they play over 100 games, man. Who's gonna be watching? You know what I'm saying? They play damn near 100 games. All right, let's see if Oregon can score on this drive, man. 39, a minute and 30 on the clock, the third quarter. All of what they doing right now is for all for nothing, man. You should have been playing this hard in the damn first and second quarter. I used to root against Kobe hard, but when he won his titles on his own, I respected him. I enjoyed the Spurs and the Warriors for the most part, but the NBA as it is now, like I say, I don't really pay attention to it a whole lot. You know what I mean? I watch a little bit of it, especially when I can, if I'm not doing something. But it's too many games for me. Oh, and they got the big stop right there at the 4th and 1. The ball will return to Indiana hands. Indiana only had one drive that they didn't score in. Only one possession they didn't score in, if I'm not mistaken. They only, I guess, punted the ball once tonight. The Spurs had Tim Duncan and them white boys that was balling, the Nalby and someone else. Yeah, the Spurs used to be baller when Tim Duncan was around. Yep. I don't even, like I say, if it's a day where I'm chillaxing, like Bernie Mac used to say, chillax. If it's one of them days, I'll probably be sitting up watching some Bernie Mac. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a movie head, so I try to tune in, but these new movies is just not hitting no more. Like, I don't, I'm a big horror fan, love horror movies, but the horror ain't the same no more. So if I'm not watching football, more than likely, you know what I mean, I'm probably watching anything really. You know what I mean? Just trying to be updated on anything. That's another thing too, man. I got to figure out what I'm gonna be doing this off season, man. What do y'all like? Like that's why I wanted more of the my subscribers in this live tonight. I knew a lot of people were gonna be up for it tonight anyway, because especially Georgia fans. A lot of people said, "Damn, that if we ain't in it, I ain't watching." But I feel y'all. But I want to kind of continue the dog channel, but at the same time, I want to merge into different things. So, you know, that's something that I'm very interested in, is merging into different things outside of just Georgia content, outside of college football content, period. Because the off season, you're gonna need to, you know what I mean? Yeah, hold on just a second. Let me go grab me something to drink. I'll be right back, guys. Got to take a smoke break. Leave y'all with a little tunes. told y'all Linkin Park was my favorite rock band. Still is, because I don't listen to the new stuff now. All right, man. Let's finish off this thing, man. Fourth quarter. Let's finish off. Look like I said, every possession it looked like Indiana was able to score. If they score again, Oregon needs to go ahead and forfeit this game and go on and get rested, man. It's a wrap. Mm, no flag. All right, Indiana, y'all blowing the lid off this team now. Don't be too mad when you don't get a flag. God damn. I mean, they deserved it, but at the end of the day, shit, he ain't going no damn well. Don't tell me it's a flag on Indiana again. I mean, don't tell me it's a flag on Indiana. I know the fan base will be crushed if it is on the receiving team. Yeah, on the receiving team. All right, man. Shout out to the Governor for jumping off in the live. The Governor Bulldog said he is out and headed to the gym in the morning, man. Get your workout on, man. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Go ahead and get your workout on. Get it in for me and you. I need to get in there myself. But get your workout on, man. This game is a wrap, man. It's over with. There's no chance of Oregon coming back. There's no chance of they may score again before the game out, but there's no chance of this team coming back. Not at all. But I do appreciate you for rocking out with me, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start merging off into some different things this off season. Um, Obviously, I'm gonna continue to bring content, any new content that may arrive from the Georgia Bulldogs. I'm gonna continue, but I want to start merging into different things because every off season things get very slow, and I want to start dealing with some different stuff. So I'm gonna try just to see how well it does, and maybe do some lives and do some videos on some different content, but it's still going to be Georgia based. I'm not going to shy away from Georgia at all, but I'm going to try to lean into something different. Hopefully, everybody appreciates the different content because the Georgia content been doing very well. Like the Georgia content, That's going to be every season, obviously, but the off season is that big gap is where I'm gonna need to put some type of content out. So, you know, I'm gonna dive into it. Hopefully, y'all enjoy it. Saturday, like I say, I'm gonna try to be live Saturday. At 5. I already got it set scheduled for 5 o'clock p.m. Saturday, where we will be discussing everybody that has transferred to the University of Georgia up to this point. Up to this point. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for that. Um, yeah, make sure y'all tune in for that. Yeah, boy, Indiana might as well enjoy it, man. Go ahead and enjoy this whole season. Y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve everything that y'all got this season. You know, you got one more game to determine if you are the best team in college football. Man, they need to get that close up off of him, man. I don't want to see. Damn. Yep, you got one more game to determine if you are the best team in college football. You know, and even if you don't win against Miami, it is what it is. If Miami wins the Natty, regardless of who, y'all still had a wonderful season. You had the best quarterback in college football, in my opinion. A lot of people said that. Well, some people said that they believe that what's his name? Trinidad Chambliss was the best quarterback in college football. I think he's like one of the best athletic quarterbacks in college football. One of the best athletic quarterbacks, but as the best quarterback to me is probably Mendoza. The guy that won the Heisman. That's the best quarterback. So everybody got different opinions on that. Me personally, I got my own opinion on it. Chambliss is good, but just not good enough. If he was, he would be playing for a natty, but he's not. But I'm gonna drop a bomb once again for Indiana as well as Miami. You know, um, that shall be a good game. Don't know how that game will turn out. Don't know how that game will turn out, but I know that it probably will be a good close game. It won't be no blowout. I know that much. Oh, they blocked the punt. Oh, wow. That guy didn't even try to. The guy didn't even when the ball was in the air, he could at least dive for it or something. The Oregon Duck just watched it fly in the air. They both was. The Indiana player was watching it. The Oregon Duck was watching it. Wow, that's whew, boy, that's tough. And they will be scoring. Watch the replay, y'all. I mean, both players were standing there watching it in the sky. Look at him. He just watched them. I think he was the offensive lineman. This dude just watched the ball in the air, man. Wow. Uh but 225 girl, what you say? Hold up. What's going on with my chat? Oh, I got to refresh this thing. Damn, they still got Mendoza in the fourth quarter? What the hell? Indiana had an awesome year for a second year in a row. Let's see if they can make it 3 years in a row. That's tough to do. That's tough to do. Kirby Smart needs to stop playing and spend some money. Real good wires. Yeah. I don't think it's all about money though. I think it's about I think, I agree that he does need to spend money, but I don't think everything is about money. Um it's about who fits in the system, you know what I mean? Um I mean, what wide receiver, Daniel, would you think that they need to pick up that you think that they're not spending the money on? Because I think they just landed a big time receiver, NFL type of receiver. So I think this is a good step forward. You know what I mean? I get everybody's complaints, but clearly Coleman. Not, I mean Coleman. Here's the thing with Coleman. Coleman should have already committed to somebody by now. I don't know how much Coleman is looking for. They say 3.5. Some people say 3 mil. But I mean, why pay Coleman? I mean, honestly, I would give him at least $1 million, but I'm not paying you $3 million. I'm not paying you $3 million, bro. That, like, come on, man. We won the national championship with guys that wasn't worth $1 million. Just remember, guys, we won a national championship twice, back to back. Neither one of those guys on that team was making probably over $1 million. Nobody on that team, I don't believe, was making $1 million. Not even Brock Bowers. So that's what I'm saying. It's not always about the money. So, you know what I mean? I know that's the main thing that's the main conversation when it comes to college football and teams like Georgia. Well, teams like Georgia that don't obviously seem to be paying a lot of money for different players. But for the most part, if you win 2 nationals back to back with guys that wasn't even like I talked about in the live before, I don't know if you know Spank and Daniel. I don't know if y'all know. But Lad McConkey was not supposed to come to Georgia. We didn't know anything about Brock Bowers. We didn't know that he was going to be the type of guy that he was. Stetson Bennett was told that he would not ever start for the University of Georgia. So my thing is, it's not always about the money. Obviously. No big quarterback and wide receiver wants to play at Georgia. I don't know. I can't necessarily say that. I can't necessarily say that. You know what I mean? I think they go where, every player go where they feel they're going to be developed the most at. Georgia doesn't have a history of, in my opinion, of developing wide receivers. Wow. Damn, Oregon fan look crazy, but Georgia doesn't have a history of developing wide receivers or quarterbacks as much as far as the defense side of the ball. That's why majority of the players that are shining in the NFL are the defensive players. You know what I mean? So the problem is though is that we aren't identifying guys like that out of college really anymore. I mean, like I said, offense has never been we have never really put guys in the NFL like that as far as wide receiver goes. Like you know what I mean? Yep, gotta drop a bomb. Indiana has scored again. It is now 48-15. But we have never put guys in the NFL as far as the offense side of the ball. Look at the quarterbacks. The only quarterbacks the only quarterback that have done something in the last 15 years in the NFL is fucking Matthew Stafford. He's the only one. You know what I mean? Running backs. We don't have a running back in the NFL that's really doing much. Nick Chubb was the last one. You know what I mean? He was the last one that actually put on for Georgia in the NFL. All right? And if you go to the wide receivers, AJ Green, 225 girl just said it, AJ Green. He was the only wide receiver. George Pickens got in there, was trying to do a little something at Pittsburgh, but I mean, you don't hear too much from George Pickens no more. So the offense side of the ball does not, in my opinion, it could get better when it comes to it could get better when it comes to developing players on the offense. But yeah, James Cook was doing good. Yeah, Swift was doing good. But like when you think of NFL football, Georgia dogs in the NFL, you think of not Pittsburgh, but Philly. You think of all of the dogs that play for the Eagles. You know what I mean? That's what you think of. You don't think of no running backs. You don't think of no wide receivers. You don't think of no quarterbacks. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. It's just what it is. You have different teams that develop only offensive players. You know what I mean? There are some teams in college football that develop players on both sides of the ball. So it's just one of those things, man, that we gotta get better with. And I think it starts at the top. It starts with coaching, you know. So that's the main thing. Everything starts at the top. So we got to look at ourselves in the mirror as coaches, and well, not me, but as far as the Bulldogs, they got to look at themselves in the mirror and really figure out what they really want to do. Do they want to continue to win championships, or do you want to continue to sit on the sidelines and be watching other teams play for national championships? I don't think my concern level is as high as it was, like, let's say last season, when we didn't know we were gonna get out of the portal. I think I tuned in a lot more this season, and I think, well, last season I tuned in a little more. Well, no, this season I would say this season. I guess because it's early, but I tuned in a whole lot more. I was able to get some sources and find out different things. That's why, when I put out the content about the receivers that we could possibly get, we landed at least one of them. And that's what I talked about also in the video. I wanted to at least land one of them. My two favorites was Kawazi Gilmer and Isaiah Canyon, and Isaiah Canyon was the one that actually committed, which was a big time win for us. You know what I mean? Because outside of the fact that you had Trey Richardson, which I think he decided to commit to somebody also. Jace Brown, he obviously committed to LSU. So my thing is, I knew that we wasn't gonna get all four guys. I knew that it was just most of those guys were just expected to visit Georgia. I don't think they eventually did. I don't think nobody outside of Quasi Gilmer, and I guess Isaiah was already at Georgia Tech, so I'm sure he had somewhat, you know what I mean, of some communications with Athens. So Kirby has to learn, change. Saban did it. He changed and won natties. Yeah, I mean, like I say, everybody got some inconsistencies. Nobody's perfect. Kirby's not perfect. He's not perfect, and it's showing. It's clearly showing that it's not always coaching. It's somewhat. It's some of it is coaching, and some of it is the talent. So you know what I mean. I think that when people realize that and not always put it on coaching or not always put it on the players, they'll be a little more comfortable with what's going on. But right now, I'm comfortable with what we got going on right now. Because even if you do go get a Cam Coleman, that doesn't guarantee you anything. It don't guarantee you a national championship. You know what I mean? Because obviously we've won it without a Cam Coleman, back to back. So you got to think, where's Indiana's Cam Coleman? Indiana don't have a Cam Coleman, but they're getting ready to play for a national championship. They already getting ready right now. The game is won. You think he lost some edge? No. Look, I don't think. Listen, Spank. I don't think the issue is 100% Kirby, and I don't think it's 100% the players. I think that Kirby is dealing with a different climate here in college football where money is the main thing. Money has been the main thing. And he's trying to keep this traditional thing going at the University of Georgia, but it doesn't always work out for him traditionally. You know what I'm saying? Because true enough, he's going to eventually have to spend some money, and he's doing that. Like he's not picking up these guys out of the transfer portal without spending money on them. You got to think we've already grabbed up at least 4 guys out the portal. At least 4 guys out the portal, right? With having 4 guys, you spending some money. You're not. It ain't like you giving them $1,000 a piece. You're spending some money. So I don't think it's necessarily just Kirby Smart losing some edge. You know what I mean? I think it's both the who decides to commit to Georgia. You know what I mean? Because you got to think too. We getting a lot of in-state players. Well, like if you look at the recruitment class of 26, there's a lot of in-state players right now. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to start looking at other players outside of Georgia, right? And I'm glad that we're picking a lot of players in state. I'm glad about that because a lot of times it be some dogs going to other places that's in-state player. And I'm like, damn, why didn't we land him? But this season alone, I saw a long list of in-state Georgia players that's already committed to Georgia. But I think that's where it's coming from too. I think the fact that Kirby Smart has to get with the new way of college football, and then players. You just gotta recruit better at the end of the day, and not just like I have been saying this shit for the longest that Georgia needs to follow the same formula they use to get guys defensively. They need to do the same thing offensively, right? But it's hard though because when you put so many players in the NFL from the defense, and you don't really put that many players from the offense in the NFL, a lot of players look at that. You know what I mean? And they agents and all of that. They look at that too. The family members, they're gonna look at that and say, "Hey, man, like who's in the NFL from the Georgia Bulldogs right now? Who's really balling in the NFL from the Georgia Bulldogs? The defense side of the ball. What about the offense? Matthew Stafford. He's the only one that we talk about. So it's just like you know we got to start really developing the correct way and in the best way offensively. You know, and like I say, it starts at the top. It starts at the top. So, it's a good thing. It's a good day in the Georgia world that we are finally, speaking on what I've always wanted to speak on when it came to Georgia is coaching, because a lot of times everybody, you know, prior to the 25 season, everybody was putting everything on the players, everything 100% on the players and Bobo. But now people are starting to question Kirby Smart because now you don't have that dominant team no more. You don't have that history making defense that you once have. So coaching is really gonna matter nowadays. You know what I mean? Coaching is gonna really matter because you're gonna have to recruit. He speak about it all the time. Recruitment is everything. So at the end of the day, you just haven't been recruiting well. You really haven't been recruiting well. But that's why I say it's not. I would say it's 50-50. You know what I mean? The coaching staff and the players. Can we say so? Kudos to me at the doghouse for always keeping it a buck. And now people are talking more. Now people are really being honest with themselves and really being honest with everybody and saying, hey, man, we got to start looking at the top, right? We can't always look at the players. We can't always look at the coordinators. We got to look at the top. We got to see what's going on at the top. And the top and what's going on at the top is that it starts with Kirby. Now you got the dog post speaking on it. Now you got other dog channels speaking on it. They weren't speaking on this before. You haven't recently heard Dean Legge, speak on Kirby Smart as a whole. You've never really heard that. Not saying he got it from me. I'm just saying, you've never heard this before, but all of a sudden now you're starting to hear it because, the colors are starting to show. The colors is starting to show. You don't have no more unicorns on, you know what I mean? You don't have no Stetson Bennett. You don't have no Brock Bowers. You don't have no Lad McConkeys. So what does that mean? You got to really coach. Offensively, you have to coach. You know what I mean? Defensively, you don't have those guys no more. You know what I mean? You don't have no Javon Bullets. You don't have no N'Kobe Deans. You don't have none of Channing Tindalls. You don't have none of these dudes. So what that mean? You have to coach. Simple and plain. It's simple to me. You have to recruit and you got to coach. But it's all up to the fans to realize it. Look like we got 8 minutes into this game, man. Listen, man. This is it. At the end of the day, this is it. This is it, man. Indiana's on the sideline chilling. I think they probably chilling almost harder than we was against them Frogs in the SEC in the national championship. Oh, wow. Wow. They about to come down the field and score again. Hey, man, listen, man. If Indiana scores again, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this live because it's nothing left to watch. If these guys score again, it's just pointless to continue to watch this game if they're going to keep scoring. It's just pointless, man. I think it's pointless for anybody to continue to watch. If Indiana scores again, I mean, we already know the outcome. We already know what the outcome is. This don't make no sense right here. But that Oregon fan base is, boy, they gonna be they already pissed right now, embarrassed. And they ain't even showed Dan Lanning. I haven't even seen a close up. I haven't even. Where is Dan Lanning at right now? They haven't even shown the Oregon sideline right now. Like, what is? I mean, go ahead and kick you a field goal and end out this damn game. I cannot believe they sat up there and let Mendoza play. They Heisman winner guy play this whole damn game. This might be his. It's definitely not his last game, but this might be one of his best games all season. I just can't believe that he's still in. Wow. Touchdown, Indiana. Boom. Yep. Call it a night, guys. Call it a night, guys. I am not gonna be finishing out this game. You know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. Get ready to head up out of here. It is a wrap. Dropping the bomb on everybody that was in my chat tonight. You know what I mean? It was a slow one tonight, but we got through it. I started out late. You know, I started out late, but this is ridiculous. Shout out to Indiana for I mean, they did more than put belt to ass. They brutalized this team. Yep, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. This is it for me. I can't take no more. Y'all have a good night, man. Indiana had their way with this Oregon team. There's nothing left for me to say. You know. Hey, man, y'all stay tuned tomorrow. Good night, y'all. Y'all stay tuned tomorrow. I will be live at 5 p.m. Stay tuned tomorrow, man, so we can talk more about this Georgia team and what we need to do. All of the issues that the fan base think that Georgia have, we're going to be talking about it tomorrow. Make sure y'all stay tuned for that live tomorrow.